Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to lead you through an inner and outer thigh focused sculpt class. You are going to need a booty band. Today I'm going to be using my medium MadFit resistance band. If you don't have a band, it's not totally necessary. You can definitely do this workout without it, but it is going to add that little bit of extra intensity. Also make sure you have something soft beneath you and make sure you can see your screen so you can follow along with me. And without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so I'm going to guide you through a really quick warm up before we get started today. So to start, have those feet nice and wide. We're going to come down to one side, take a nice lateral lunge, stretching out that inner thigh and switch. So we're not holding this stretch very long. If you need to, you can also brace yourself here on your knee if that allows you to feel that stretch a little bit better. Good, coming back up to center. We're gonna step side to side, bringing our knees in to the chest, drawing a big half circle. Good, and coming down, we're gonna come down into this nice low squat position. So keeping our heels down here on the floor, we wanna sink our bum as close as we can to the mat. If you need to rock side to side to kind of loosen up those hips, you are more than welcome to do so. And once you're comfy down here, place those fingertips down on the mat. We're gonna send the bum up, stretching out those hamstrings really quick and down. Coming up and down. Up and down. But know that I was born as a fighter. We fade, but we're better than that. Good, last time up, all the way down, and rolling all the way up. All right, we are gonna get started. You are gonna need your band for our first exercise today. So like I said, I am using my medium resistance, MadFit resistance band. We're gonna put that on just below the knee. So we're actually gonna have that around our calves today. So we're gonna come to one end of the mat. This is also gonna act like a really nice warm up. You're gonna step to the side and we're taking just a half squat here. So we're not coming all the way down, just a slight bend and together. Step to the side, together. Side all the way to the end of your mat, and then we're coming back. So you'll start to feel those glutes fire up, and you also might feel this in your outer thighs. We want to make sure that as we're stepping apart and pulling this band apart, that we're not letting the knees cave inward. We really want to abduct those hips, use that band and press the knees out. If you're finding it hard, you may need to go down in your resistance level. Nice job. You're gonna pop that band off. We're gonna be working in supersets for the first little bit of this workout. So our second exercise is a sumo squat with a rise. So sumo squat meaning our toes are pointed outward and a little bit of a wider stance. We come down, we're gonna take a pulse, and then we're gonna come up, and as we come up, we're gonna rise, and we're gonna envision cinching those inner thighs together. So really pulling those inner thighs together all the way up on the toes. Down and up, squeeze. And you're gonna try and squeeze and hold at the top. Nice job. We're gonna repeat those two again, so putting our band back on. Just around the calves. Stepping to the side and together. Take these nice and slow, really firmly plant those feet down. We want to make sure that we're keeping the same level here as we step across. We don't want to be coming up and down. This isn't an up and down motion. We're just gliding to the side, moving our body as one unit. Nice job. Popping that band off. Doing our sumo squat. So as you come up and you're doing this rise, I want you to think like your legs are two halves of a zipper. And as you come up, we're trying to zip up those legs and really pull those inner thighs together. That's how you're really gonna feel those inner thighs turn on in this exercise. When you come down into your squat, make sure you're pressing your heels down into the floor. Nice job. We're gonna come down to the ground and we're gonna put our band on above the knee. We're gonna come onto your right side, all the way down onto your elbow. This left leg is extended. We're gonna lift it up and down, up and down. So we want to make sure that our outer thigh is pointing towards the ceiling. Also, have that foot or that leg a little bit diagonally in front, so kind of matching up with this right knee that's down on the floor versus having it directly out to the side. Nice job. Second exercise, flip it over onto your back. Keep your band exactly where it is. You're gonna bring your heels close to your bum. You're gonna be up on your tiptoes and we're gonna do some glute bridges. So as you do these glute bridges, because you have the band on, I want you to think about pressing those knees outward slightly so you feel that tension on the band. Take it nice and slow, press those hips all the way up. Nice job. You can roll it on over to your left side. So this time we're going to be using the right leg. So the only thing that should be moving here is this leg. And as you lift up, think about squeezing, holding, and control. Trying to keep the tension on that band for as long as we possibly can. Keep that leg nice and straight. If you find your upper body wobbling, remember to engage that core. Good, flipping it back over onto your back. Getting ready for those glute bridges. So this time I want you to think about your inner thighs as you're doing these glute bridges. Yes, we're thinking about pressing our bums all the way up to the ceiling, but I want you to think about your inner thighs. So pretend like you have something in between your knees, like a pillow or a Pilates ball. So you're feeling that pressure in between the knees, and you're gonna feel those inner thighs start to engage. Same thing, we want to keep time under tension as long as possible, so just tap that bum to the floor and send it right back up. Nice job. We're gonna take our band off. You can set that to the side. You're gonna come onto your left side, extend the left leg. Right toes are on the ground here for support. Left inner thigh is facing the ceiling. We're gonna have our arm up, lifting that inner thigh and down. As you lift the leg, nothing else should be moving. We are just focusing on lifting that inner thigh to the ceiling and putting it back down. So we shouldn't be sitting back on this hip and then back forward. Nothing like this. Sitting up and forward on that hip. Lift. Use that inner thigh. Good. Next exercise. If you have done any of my inner outer thigh classes, you have probably done this with me. I'm going to face this way so you can see my legs. You're going to drop your legs open into this nice Y position. Use the gravity and bring the legs back together. So you're going to feel this in your inner thighs. Let them drop and bring them back together. Try and keep your legs straight if possible. You could also have a slight bend if you need to. Nice job. Rolling it over onto your right side and extending your right leg. So right inner thigh is pointed towards the ceiling. We're nice and strong using our core, sitting forward on this hip. Arm comes up. Here we go. We're lifting up and lower. Nice job on your backs. Dropping those legs one last time. The goal here, if you are super flexible, we're not trying to come into a full split or anything crazy. We're just dropping them to where you feel the tension on those inner thighs and then putting them back together. So drop, catching them and bringing them back together.
With a smile when we fight, and when I cry
Good. We are gonna stay down here on our backs. We're gonna continue with some more inner thigh, if you can believe it. I'm staying this way so you can see my legs. We're gonna bend the knees. We're gonna open to this diamond shape with toes together and bring the knees together. Open and close. Here we go, 30 seconds. Open and close. So same thing like when we were in our glute bridge. I want you to envision that there's something in between those knees and we're really feeling that resistance, bringing the knees back together. We are gonna hold the same position with the knees open, but bring the heels together. And we're gonna stretch the legs here and bring them back to this diamond shape. Stretch and bend. Really try and stretch, squeeze those inner thighs together and control, feel the resistance as you bend. Good, we're gonna add both of these movements together. So we're gonna close the knees, we're gonna open, we're gonna stretch and bend. Close, open, stretch, and bend. Good. Take a nice little breather. We're gonna repeat that section one more time, and then I promise I will give your inner thighs a rest. So these are very simple movements, but I want you to focus on hitting each position. So open, this beautiful diamond shape, and feel the resistance. Bring the knees in and open. Feel the resistance. Don't forget about your core here when we're down here on the ground. Keep that core engaged, press your lower back into the floor. Getting ready to stretch the legs. So holding this diamond position, heels together, we stretch and bend. Good, adding everything together. We close, open, stretch, and bend. Stretch those legs all the way, squeeze those knees together. Nice work. We're gonna stand it up. We have 2 more supersets to go. So we're gonna do a squat, fingertips by your ears. And as you come up from your squat, we're gonna lift our thigh to the ceiling. Down and up. Keep your chest lifted as you come down. All the way down in that squat. Nice job. Second exercise, we're gonna do some side lateral lunges. Didn't give those inner thighs much of a rest, but we're gonna come down in this lunge, sitting back, and then we're gonna come together Same thing like when we were doing those rises and everything else today. Think about squeezing those inner thighs together as we come through center. So take it nice and slow. Down, squeeze. As you come up, we're thinking about squeezing our inner thighs together, but also pushing the ground away with the supporting foot. Nice job, shake it out. We're gonna repeat those two one more time. So starting off with our squat and our side leg lift. Now I want you to really think about using your glute and your outer thigh versus your oblique here. So keep your upper body nice and straight. We come down, everything transfers into this supporting leg and we just lift and lower. Nice job getting ready for those side lunges one more time. So sitting back over this heel and squeeze, press the floor away. Nice job. All right, last superset. We're gonna use our right leg first. So left leg is our supporting leg. Get nice and grounded. We have a slight bend in this leg. We're gonna do the same thing with that outer leg lift. Except this time, you're gonna lead with the heel, almost like you're kicking a soccer ball, and kick across using that inner thigh. Outer thigh, inner thigh. Squeeze those thighs together. We lift, lead with the heel and squeeze. So thinking about leading with the heel and bringing it up towards the ceiling. Nice job. We are gonna do the left side in between. So we're gonna do a different exercise first. We're gonna do a sumo pulse squat. So coming down and pulse, very similar to what we did at the beginning, except this time when we come up on a rise, we're gonna cross our feet and squeeze the inner thighs together. So down, pulse, and cross. Squeeze, find your balance. If you feel like this is not for you, you're not getting the benefits out of this, you can just do a rise, just like we did at the beginning. Press those heels into the floor in that squat. Nice job. All right, now we're gonna use the left leg for the outer and inner thigh lifts. So get nice and grounded on this right leg. Slight bend, upper body strong. Here we go, lift that leg and lead with the heel. Just moving that leg. Use your core. Nice job. All right, last exercise, sumo pulse with a cross. Here we go. Nice and low in that squat. Pulse, transfer weight, and squeeze. Nice job. All right, I'm gonna lead you through a quick little stretch, cool down, because we definitely need it. Let's start off by stretching out those inner thighs. So take a nice wide stance, very similar to our warm-up, except this time we're really gonna hold that stretch. So coming over to one side, lean that body over to where you feel that stretch in the inner thigh. You can brace yourself here on your knee. If you need to intensify the stretch, you can always come down to your knee and kind of use gravity here and come forward and feel the stretch that way. Good, and switching sides. If you enjoy having warm-up and cool downs included and they are specified to the workout, make sure that you check out all the exclusive classes inside the MadFit app. Every single one of my classes always has a warm-up and cool down included, so you get the full experience. You don't have to go to a separate video. But if you did not already know, all of my warm-ups and cool downs are included in a playlist in the description of every single YouTube video. Good, nice job. If you are not already down on the ground, come on down on the ground. We're gonna stretch our legs out in front of us, nice and straight. Crossing right over top of left. Sit up nice and tall so you have a nice flat back. Bring that right knee into your chest and we're gonna twist. Try and send this hip down into the floor. Good, we're gonna switch legs, so crossing left over right. Nice and tall, bring it in and twist. Good, release. A last little stretch coming down on your back. Same thing, except both of our legs are bent. We're gonna cross one leg over the other, grasping underneath the knee and pulling that leg in. If you need to, you can use one hand to press that knee outward so you really feel that stretch in the glute and the hip. Good, release. Crossing the other leg over. Good, release, rock yourself up, hands on your mat, and slowly roll yourself up. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this inner and outer thigh focused workout. Don't forget that the MadFit app is free to download, and you can access all of my YouTube workouts inside the MadFit app for free. If you enjoyed this workout, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know how you enjoyed it in the comments. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so you don't miss another video from me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. If you enjoy my workout videos, then make sure to join me in the MadFit app. You'll get access to structured programs, challenges, exclusive workouts, recipes, and many more amazing features that will help you on your health and fitness journey. If you haven't already downloaded MadFit, make sure to click the link in the description, and I will see you guys inside the app.